Hi everyone, it's Alyssa and welcome to Tricky Math Tuesdays. Today's tricky math problem has to do with ages. It's a math riddle that is talking about a comparison between two people's ages and giving you some clues trying to figure out what they are. So let's jump into this. So a person says, 2 years ago I was 3 times as old as my brother was. In 3 years' time I will be twice as old as my brother. How old are they each now? Some people like to solve these kind of problems through trial and error, just picking some numbers and kind of narrowing the results. You can actually solve this with algebra pretty simply too. First, let's assign some variables to these two different people. Okay, so we have the speaker. Don't know who this person is, but the speaker's age, I'm going to represent this with an S for the speaker. And then this person's brother's age, and I'm going to call that B. So the speaker is S, the brother is B. All right, so first thing, speaker says, 2 years ago I was 3 times as old as my brother was. Let's take this bit by bit. 2 years ago. How old was the speaker 2 years ago? Well, if his age now is S, then 2 years ago he was S minus 2. 2 years ago I was. Anytime in word problems when you see is or was, that's generally a big red flashing light to put an equal sign. So 2 years ago I was 3 times as old as my brother was. So say 3 times as old as my brother. Is that 3 times B, the brother's age? No, because this was 2 years ago. So it's 3 times B minus 2. That's 2 years ago. I'm actually going to go ahead and simplify this and say, okay, that's the same as S minus 2 equals 3B minus 6. I just did distributive. I distributed that. If you need help with that, I have a video down below on distributive property. And just to be very clear, this is a 6, and this is a B. I know they look kind of similar the way I wrote them. All right, so that's our first equation done. Next one, it says, in 3 years' time, I will be twice as old as my brother. So in 3 years' time, 3 years from now, the speaker will be 3 years older. As I will be. I know that's not is or was, but it's another form of the verb to be. So that's where our equal sign goes. I can't talk today. In 3 years' time, I will be twice as old as my brother. 2 times as old as the brother. Again, is this B for the brother's age? Nope. We're talking about 3 years from now. So B plus 3. I'm going to distribute again. And I get S plus 3 equals 2B plus 6. Well, now all I have is a system of equations, and it's only got 2 variables. If you need help with systems of equations, I have several videos on those down below, how to solve them with substitution, elimination, etc. So that's there for you if this is very unfamiliar. So I'm just rewriting my 2 equations. Now, usually with systems of equations, I'm either going to isolate one thing or I'm isolate one variable, I should say, or they put all of your variables on one side and you get all your constants, your plain numbers on the other. But I'm looking at this and I like to do things quickly. So I see already I've got these S's that are lined up. If I multiply everything down here by a -1, those S's are going to cancel right out. So that's what I'm going to do. If I multiply everything down here by a -1, then I'm just going to go ahead and write the symbols. It changes that to a -S, that to a -3, that to a -2b, that to a -6. And I can go ahead and add. My S's cancel out. -2 plus a -3 is -5. 3b minus 2b is just b. -6 plus -6 is a -12. All right, so now to solve for b, I'm going to add a positive 12 to both sides to get b by itself, and b is going to equal 7. Well, now that I know that b, the brother, is 7 right now, I can go up. I'm going to say that this is 7. I'm going to write that down. I can take either of my two initial equations and plug in 7 for b, and I'll get my answer. I'll get the same answer either way. So I'm going to just do the first one and say, all right, I'm going to use my multicolored pen because I like it. S minus 2 equals 3 times, plug in 7 for b, minus 2. 7 minus 2 is 5. So S minus 2 equals 3 times 5, or 15. I add 2 to both sides. Sometimes this whiteboard doesn't like the multicolored pen. S equals 15 plus 2, or 17. So the answer to the riddle is right now, at this moment in time, the speaker is 17 years old and the brother is 7. And if we go into this original sort of problem and just double check it, what were we told again? I said 2 years ago. All right, 2 years ago, the speaker was 15. I was 3 times as old as my brother. Well, the brother would have been 5. 5 is a third of 15. 5 times 3 is 15. Hey, that works. And the other one says in 3 years' time, so 3 years later, he'll be 20. And then the brother will be 10. In 3 years' time, I will be twice as old as my brother. Yeah, you're twice as old as your brother, 10 and 20. So that's our answer. I hope you enjoyed that today. If it was helpful, useful in any way, please like, share, subscribe. You know the drill. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you have a great day. See you later. Bye.